Okay, I'm gonna make that raspberry Zinger cake today. Now the recipe calls for a white cake mix. If you want to make your cake homemade, then that's fine, you do that. I'm using box because I have several boxes and it's just a lot quicker for me. Now it calls for white cake mix, but I'm going to use a coconut cake mix. So, I think it's going to be really good. And you make and bake the cake mix exactly like it says on the box. I've got the oven preheating to 350 degrees, and I'm going to add my ingredients. I've got a cup of whole milk, I've got 4 eggs, and I've got a stick of melted unsalted butter.
And I will admit, these Dolly Parton mixes probably taste the closest to homemade that you'll find.
Oh, they are wonderful. We catch them on sale or at the discount store. So we're going to mix this all together. I'm using my Danish dough whisk. We love coconut, so I decided I was going to use a coconut cake mix instead of the plain.
And who am I to argue?
That's right. Hope y'all all having a good day today. It's still kind of cold here in Kentucky, but that's okay. At least we got another day. Some people didn't get that.
Tomorrow and was it Monday? I think it's going to be 63. Then it's going to go back to the 40s.
Okay,
I think winter's almost
all
here.
mixed up good. Got some along the bowl, but that's okay. See, y'all can have fun experimenting with this stuff however you want to fix it. Now, I've already started getting my pan greased, and what I'm using in it is called cake goop. It is equal parts of like a vegetable shortening, vegetable oil, and flour. And you keep it in an airtight jar, and it just sits in your pantry. And I tell you, this stuff works great. I'm just brushing it all in here instead of using the spray, which I'm finding out that spray can be hard on metal pans. Okay, that's greased really good. Now, let me get this in here. Come off of there. Okay, that's good enough. I know I always have that bowl turned backwards towards y'all. I try to get every bit out of here that I can. I remember Mama letting us lick the bowl when she'd make cakes, the beaters, whatever she had that had any of the dough on it, we wanted it. Spoons.
Did your mom turn the beaters off? My mom never did.
My mom loved us. No, your mom loved you. I was just being silly, hon.
So am I. I'm just...
We joke about stuff a lot, y'all.
She turned them off until we went to liquid. Nah, I'm just kidding.
And y'all, I still like to just shake the pan too. Get down in there, little buddy. There's a little piece of dough or the powder, but you know what? It's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. Now you're going to bake it according to your box directions, and it's going to be 24 to 28 minutes. I think I'm going to go maybe 26 and go in between. So when this gets done and it's cooled, I'll be back with the rest of the ingredients and steps to make this wonderful, awesome cake. And it's so easy to make. I know any of y'all can do it. Okay, we got our cake out, it's cooled. And I'm going to take my wooden spoon, I'm going to use the handle on it and to make holes. This is kind of like one of those poke cakes, I guess. Not going to go all the way down. Going to go about halfway. Now I'm not going to make y'all sit there and watch me do all these, so we'll be back in just a second. I've got a 3-ounce box of raspberry gelatin or Jello, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to pour that into 2 cups of hot water.
That stuff's in hot water now.
You just want to make sure you get all that dissolved. Boy, that smells good.
Yeah.
It really does. Boy, if this tastes anything like those little Zinger cakes.
I'll be fat by Tuesday.
This is my first time making this, so y'all learning right along with me. I found this recipe, and I know how much my sweet Eric loves those little raspberry Zinger cakes, so.
I do.
I'm trying to see if I've got all that dissolved. I believe I do. And what we're going to do is we're going to pour this over this cake. Yay.
Oh, smells so good.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? And, ooh, I've got stuff all over my recipe page. Now we've got 10 ounces of raspberry preserves, and we are going to put this in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Okay, I've got the raspberry jam out of the microwave. I tell y'all, this thing smells amazing already.
It does.
I think it's going to taste like those little Zinger cupcakes.
I don't know. If it's even close, it's going to be really good, but I think it's going to taste really good.
This would make a good holiday cake.
Yeah.
Easter cake.
Friday cake.
An any day cake. Okay. Now, I've got mixed feelings about Cool Whip. I like to make my own whip topping, but this calls for Cool Whip, so I've got an 8-ounce tub thawed. And somehow, I gotta get this put all over the cake on the get over here.
It looks like how I put it on my pumpkin pie.
Big gobs of it. They like a little piece of pie this much Cool Whip.
I like mine 50-50. Big piece of pie, big dollop of Cool Whip. I do love my pumpkin pie.
Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Now I'm going to put the finishing touch on it, and this is coconut. I've got sweetened coconut flakes. You can use unsweetened. If you don't want to put coconut on top, you don't have to, but it's just up to you, however you want to do it. This makes it seem more like the raspberry Zinger little cupcakes, though. You just put however much you want to on there. I think it calls for 7 ounces, but I don't measure this when it's going on top of the cake.
It just looks good. Whatever looks good to you.
I know they like coconut, so. A little bit more there. And now this is going to go in the refrigerator for a minimum of 4 hours to chill. The longer you can let this sit in the refrigerator, the better it's going to taste.
That's the worst part of this cake.
Waiting. Eric will not get to try this before he goes to work. So it'll be here waiting for him when he gets home tonight and after supper. So hope y'all have had a blessed day, or have a blessed day. Remember, everything will be okay, and we love y'all. Well, my sweet Eric got home. He's ate supper, and he said he's been thinking about this cake all day. So let's dig in, hon.
All right. Oh, man.
You're not going to faint, are you?
That's a zinger.
Does it taste just like
Oh,
them?
man.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Oh, that's good.
I know that's a keeper.
That's how much weight I gained.
Well, it's a hit, y'all. He loves it. It's Eric approved. So I hope y'all can make you one for your family and y'all enjoy it. And have a blessed evening. Remember, it'll be okay. We love y'all.